Welcome, Aries, to your June 2022 reading, monthly reading. Interesting, we're halfway through the year. It's very interesting. Like, wow, it just flew by. But if you look at Aries as, many times I look as the beginning of the year, energy really starts at Aries, right? Because you are the seed planter. You are the leader. You are the emperor, male, female. It just means that you're someone you can truly have success in your life, real success. But you have to go after it, right? Aries, you plant that seed, but that seed will grow. And then, you look at in the fall, that's when you receive your harvest. So if we look at life that way, I don't know why I'm giving you this little rant right now, but if we look at life like whatever seed I'm planting now, whether that's just with my mind intentionally, is what I will be harvesting in the fall. So if it's coming from, let's say, a place of fear or resistance, well, then that's my harvest is probably not going to be much. But if I'm, planting love and, you know, putting yourself first, and I don't mean that in an egotistical way. It's important you do that though, because again, you're the leader, whether you're leading, your family or you're leading, the country. Let's say the Empress not afraid to get into the messiness of life and can make the chaos whole again. That's why the Empress and the Emperor are, so good, because the Empress, she's fine with the chaos and the creativity now, and the Emperor is like, okay, well, but there's a balance. So, anyways, enough talking about this. Anyway, so welcome, guys. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Those intuitively guided. I know many of you are just intuitively guided to channel or to a reading, and you don't know if you have Aries in your chart. If you're feeling that call, then go for it. And not just for me, even though, I do think you got to be careful that you're not like watching 30 different readers. I mean, that's your choice, but I feel like, boy, that can throw a lot of confusion into the mix, because you definitely want someone who feels like that they can read your energy. Anyway, I feel like we're a collective, and you're part of my soul family. So you could have your signs in the, you could have planets in the sign of Aries. So whatever brought you, welcome. Enough talking. We're going to use 3 decks. Today we're going to use the Good Tarot, which is not normally the deck I would use for you, but I had this calling to it. We're going to use the Luminous Tarot to go a level deeper, and we're going to begin with the Mother Mary Oracle. Get our words of wisdom. I'm going to give it a shuffle or two. Everything's pre-shuffled, by the way, but I do like to shuffle it with you here. I trust in energy and in my guides so much that I forgot what I was going to say. Maybe that's it. I just trust in them. I trust in energy. I'm really learning how it works, and it's through this part of my career that I'm really learning. Okay. Grace. I love that name. I know some of you know Graces and some of you are Graces. Grace. I am filled with the same beauty, poise, and divine perfection as all of God's other creatures. I am filled with the same beauty, the same poise, and divine perfection as of all of God's creatures. It's saying that, this is the energy of deserving grace. When I think about grace, I think of the number 5. I don't know why, I just think of the number 5. And it's a reminder to, for change. but during this change, be as graceful as one can be. That's just what will serve you, you know, grace above all. I don't know where that's coming from. Well, I mean, it's not coming from the card, it's coming from beyond. All right, let's bring in the good tarot. Let's give it some shuffles. We're going to do one more. Four Cups. We're not keeping it, but we're going to take note of it. Four Cups can, you know, Four Cups talks about using your spiritual discernment as it comes to choosing, right? Because in the Four Cups, there is a cup coming in, and I feel it's by the hand of God. You know, I feel like Archangel Michael is your protector. It's all of Michael's all of our protectors. But particularly maybe within, again, I want to say like those seeds, those ideas, those adventures, like you have protection. And not just Archangel Michael, but also Mother Mary, your guides, your angels, God, all of that. Okay. All right, we're going to shuffle. I was just trying to say, do I want to pull off or we want to shuffle? And I want to shuffle. All right, well, we open the reading with Transformation, which is the Death card. I like the name Transformation better because I feel people fear like the Death card, and there's nothing to fear in that energy. It just speaks about an ending, right? It can be cycles that are ending, a cycle that is ending, but maybe it's meant to end, right? Clearly it's meant to end because this is it's asking for that, right? So that there can be transformation, a rebirth in your life. Card of Scorpio, by the way. Well, hello, Two of Cups. Two of Cups, soulmate. You know, first of all, it can be a Scorpio. Second of all, it can be after a chapter ends, right? I put this chapter to bed, and this is the next chapter of my life. Two of Cups, soulmate type energy. It's a partner. It's like a partner in crime. We have the Messenger of Fire. This is the Knight of Wands, and this is fast-moving energy. This is a knight that's coming in. I feel, first of all, what it's talking about, what it was ever in this Two of Cups, it feels like, you know, matching type energy. Okay, anyway, we have the Ten of Wands. Let me bring this down. Ten of Wands. This is someone who puts out a lot of fires. Interesting. Could be a fireman, firewoman. Someone who, I feel like, you know, Ten of Wands is it's Ten of Fire, but Ten of Wands is normally like a heavy energy. It's a lot of responsibility, but it can also speak as someone who's very responsible. How interesting that the Hangman came. I'm not really doing reversals, but I have to take this in that way because this Hangman being in reverse means that there's an awakening here. Exactly what the first card asked for. Right? It's a close of something. Close of part, whether it's a whole chapter, whether it's with someone, you know, whatever it is. We'll figure it out. We'll get there. But I love this because someone's having an awakening here. I have goosebumps. So interesting. I just have to say it. But many of you know that my son has passed, and he was born on the 12th, and I was born on the 13th. And there's so often lately I've been seeing our birthdays connected, not just here, but on TV, like just everywhere. So, and you know, I know he's a very special guide of mine. Whoa, look at that. So I feel like it's also saying that, you know, our guides are here. We have the Seven of Cups. We have Patience. This is the card of Temperance, card of Sagittarius. We're moving into a Sagittarius full moon, by the way. You should feel very comfortable in this energy. It should be good for you. You know, I feel like May probably for you had been about clearing of like emotional things that have held you down, held you back. You probably have been through some deep reflection going through, you know, 2021. That was a 5-year. So many changes took place, right? But maybe not all that was meant. You know, like, I didn't change everything, and there was a few things that I still needed to. I feel like, you know, we're getting to the point, because we can say we're halfway through the year. And this is a special year. This is a year of the lovers. You know, you have the Two of Cups here. But then I also look at the year starting at Aries. So if we look at it that way, we're really just in the beginning. Anyway, Temperance is about patience. Temperance is, you know, that's Temperance's lesson, is learning to be patient. Knowing, you know, when to move forward. Trusting my energy, all that. Temperance is about divine timing. This is the kind of timing that we really have no control over. So it's just let it go, right? Let it go and concentrate on you. So maybe as I'm closing this chapter, here's Temperance, right? Divine energy. Something's here. Two of Cups is there. Let's just say that. Okay. Well, and then I have to look at this and be like, all right, so this is about patience, but yet the Hangman is also about non-movement as I'm seeking wisdom. But the Hangman has found this wisdom, and Temperance would then be like the go, the green light. So I feel like whatever has been, you know, or let's just, you know, I don't want to say missed or this or that, because maybe what's meant to come in is meant to come in next, right? It wasn't meant to come in then. Or listen, you could have great love that didn't work out for whatever reason. You know, just be thankful for that period. And I know I'm speaking like, you know, like that's how I act. But I know that, right? I know better. So what I'm saying is, because I feel like in this next chapter, there is the Two of Cups. It's there. All right. You know, I find it interesting. I've been noticing lately, like every time I say all right, I get a card. Well, hello, Empress. So it's interesting that I opened your reading talking about the Emperor and the Empress. Very interesting. It's interesting, too, that I talked about this Two of Cups as feeling like, to me, energy that is very like-minded, or let me say, on the same vibrational level. Level? I don't know if that's the right word. In the same vibrational energy. Let's put it that way. Doesn't mean we're exactly alike, right? Because again, the Emperor and the Empress are not. They're not exactly alike. They're almost opposites, right? But when they come together, it's just powerful. So here's the Empress. Now, this is also talking about loving and nurturing energy. You know, some of you, I feel like it's also saying that you may be someone who seems to be putting out, like, I'm always putting out other people's fires. And maybe it's time to stop doing that. maybe it's time to stop doing that. Let them put out their own fires. And I feel like, I mean, it comes from the kindness of your heart, no doubt. But in the same breath, it's almost like I feel like I'd keep doing it until someone told me I didn't really have to. So I feel like for some of you, this is about like enough of putting out those fires, and it's time for you. Okay. Let's see who's on the bottom of the deck. Hello, Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles, this is, and, this would make sense for the Emperor too, because the Ten of Pentacles is where, this is an abundant household, and I don't mean rich. I mean, we have enough. We have enough. We have love. We have home, like that type of thing. We feel blessed with what we have. This is also about roots, right? Putting down roots. Some is going to talk about even like within the family, maybe there's fires that you're the one who has to continuously put out. I'm not saying don't put any of them out. I'm saying it's almost like, like giving money to, well, no, I don't even want to say that. I don't want to put that out there. It's just giving to someone who doesn't appreciate, you know what I mean? Who doesn't take that and use it as a hand up. Take advantage. All right. Bring in the Luminous Tarot. Let's give them a cut. And let's go deeper. Start right at the Death card, or the card of transformation. It's like, I can't really tell what it is, but it's like something is coming alive within her hands. Right? It's like it has all her attention. She's a beautiful little girl. I feel like some of you have angels that are children. Or guides, let's just say. Because angels have never lived on Earth. All right. See? I say all right, boom, they come out. All right, we got quite a few. All right, they're all down except for this one. So we're going to take the Five of Pentacles. So, it is kind of interesting that we have the Ten of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, and now we're moving to the Five of Pentacles. Some of you, whether it be good or bad, it doesn't feel good. It does feel like, half of what was. But, I got to say this, though. Here's this Two of Cups after the fact. So let's talk about the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles is where, something feels like it happens outside of our control, like being thrown out into the cold. Barely can get by, if I can get by. But, however, it's about five. It's about change. Doesn't mean change is always going to be easy, but it's going to be worth it. Because in this energy, I truly feel that you're moving towards soulmates in all forms, by the way. Again, grace. No wonder I felt this also as five, because here it is. Okay, We have a lot of cards. Let's see what we got. With the High Priestess. That's your intuition, your higher self. Another's intuition. You know, I feel like, listen, I feel like probably a lot of you have already gone through this transformation. Again, you know, it's saying it hasn't been easy, but it's going to be worth it. Keep moving forward. It's going to be worth it. You know, and listen, maybe, you know, all I'm doing is putting out fires anyway. So I feel like as you move along this journey, wherever you're at in it, and this Two of Cups comes in, and it will, right? It's here. And I want to make, let's say, a choice, right? Seven of Cups down here. You know, do I really do I really want this? Well, first of all, the Hangman's on the other side in the state of, you know, awareness. The High Priestess is above, which is your intuition. So I feel like the Seven of Cups is just like an old energy, right? It may be the way I used to make decisions. No, listen, maybe you do meet someone in this Two of Cups, and maybe it does raise up a little bit of, I don't know, a fear factor, let's just say. You know, I don't want to go through that Five of Pentacles again, right? Don't put me through that Five of Pentacles again. But I feel like what it's saying is, because of this transformation, because of this awareness and awakening, you know, because you moved through instead of like giving up, right? Though I don't think you really had a choice. And because you accepted, let's say, something that may have ended, and you're allowing yourself to live again, let's say, because Temperance is here. So I feel like this is talking all about divine timing, but part of it is about lessons that you're learning, we're learning. All right, we have the Five of Cups. Five of Cups. Five of Cups. Look at him. You know, he's got this cloak on. He's focusing on those 3 cups that are knocked over. All that I have lost. All that I have lost. However, you know, simply if this man or woman gracefully turns around, there's 2 cups. We already know that because here it is. I feel like for some of you, this can certainly talk about someone of the past. Someone of the past. Maybe. I don't know why I said maybe. Look at that. The Emperor. There you are. Look at this. First of all, I have the Emperor and the Empress. I feel like the Emperor's like, you know, someone. I'm not sure. I almost feel like, you know, I got tired of putting out the fires. There's certainly an awareness of it. For some of you, this could be talking about, you know, what someone else is going through and how their energy, you know, if this transformation takes place, I feel like they don't really have a choice in the matter. I feel like they're moving towards you. We have the King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You know, this king is coming over the awakened hangman. This king is about action, passion, desire. He is looking back. We have, hello, Ace of Swords. I feel like the Ace of Swords has shown up in so many people's readings. It's almost like, really, I feel like unexpected phone calls, unexpected communication. You know what I mean? Like, wow, I never expected to hear from someone. For some of you, you know, you may go somewhere and meet someone and maybe just jot down your number, and it's like you like, you don't really think, I don't know, I feel like you don't think they're going to call, but yet they do. Yet they do. You know, I'll be honest. I feel like this is completely unexpected. We have, look at this, the Nine of Cups. So what is Temperance waiting for? What is she waiting for? Well, she's waiting for us, right? The nine, singular, to come to a state of harmony within oneself. You know, what does that mean? Well, the Emperor, much like the King of Pentacles, is someone who looks at the big picture in life. And that way I can really see, you know, Emperor does, you know, I feel like the Emperor, it's like just automatically you want to put out people's fires, and maybe that's a good thing. Maybe it is a good thing. But just know, I feel like, you know, whose fire I'm putting out. Anyways, what am I talking about? Nine of Cups coming over to Temperance. You know, I truly do feel like this is saying, you know, when you, and maybe, listen, maybe whatever this transformation is or already has been, it definitely shows the difficulty, right? It's like I had to keep moving anyway, that, you know, but it's moving towards better and better and better and better and better. And you know, I'm going to say you just have to know that. I don't know, or just trust it. Look at this. Here's a Knight of Swords. How interesting. Rushing in. Look at him. Rushing in. You know, does somebody hear somehow, some way, that someone else, and maybe it's completely unbeknownst to you, like does somebody know that maybe I was in a relationship and maybe that relationship has ended, you know, and to me, I may think, oh my God, it's the end of the world, but to them, they're like, oh my God, maybe it's the beginning of the world. Maybe I finally have a chance. I feel like that for someone. You know, like I'm thinking it's the end of the world. They're thinking, oh my God, it's the beginning of the world. You know, the Five of Cups up here does talk about the energy of, you know, the five is also always a lesson. Everything is a lesson. Not everything, but, you know, but five is about, well, it's telling us, it's saying that our focus is more on what we have lost instead of what is yet to be discovered. You know what I mean? That's your real energy. What have I just, you know, what's yet to be discovered? I feel like, you know, you may be put down for a little while, but you do get back up. And if you don't, you need to ask yourself why. You know, and I feel like Temperance is really, really the energy of, you know, I don't want to say controlling love or controlling, you know, this Two of Cups, whatever it may be. With the Ace of Swords, by the way. But I feel like it's more, let's look at it a different way. It's more like, you know, if something comes in, but yet, let's say I was still here, you know, at the bottom of the deck, I was still here. Well, and I know this energy, okay, all of a sudden, I just thought of it. But anyways, it's like, you know, I'm here, and in the Ten of Pentacles, I feel like I am loyal. But then maybe, let's say someone would have came in, what a difficult place that would have put you. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like, oh my God, now I gotta hurt, you know, hurt those I love. And I do feel like, for some of you, it's the other way around. I do feel like, you know, maybe you were the one that was hurt. But no matter what it's saying, whoever was in the Five of Pentacles energy, they're moving to the Two of Cups if they're willing to close that door. Okay, I feel like I'm over talking. All right, I don't want to let you go yet. Look at that, something just knocked the High Priestess right off. We have the Knight of Pentacles. I love the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles talks about something that's coming into your physical world. By the way, it's another energy that talks about patience. So you have a lot of energy that, you know, at certain places you know, patience was needed. But why? Well, maybe you had to find yourself, right? Because in the Nine of Cups, you found yourself. You know, like, oh, I want love so bad. Maybe I don't need it so bad. Maybe I start to enjoy, like, you know, if I'm single. I don't know. I don't want to get into that either. I feel like there's different, you know, different things for different people. But anyways, the Knight of Pentacles talks about something is coming into the physical world that I feel like feels like a blessing. I often feel like it's guardian angel energy. And then we have the Six of Swords. Interesting. And just where I put them, which I don't know why I put them there, that puts the Ace of Swords right above this Knight. So I feel like whatever coming, it's almost like communication may be coming in, or maybe you're making communication. It feels like a blessing. I feel like I know that with the High Priestess there, right? Over this Two of Cups and the Hangman having this awakening. I almost feel like, I don't know. I just want to say, you know, then I see the Six of Swords under the Nine of Cups, and the first thing that comes to mind is, am I moving out of the energy of being single into the energy of two? Well, let's keep going. Let me bring this back here. It's funny how if I bring it back under the deck from the Hangman having this awakening, there's that Knight of Pentacles. Everything that called for patience has some type of blessing attached to it. We have the Six of Pentacles. First of all, we have the Five right there. This tells me that you're able to move on from it. You know, this puts you in a more, you know, a very charitable type energy. And I feel like naturally you come from that energy. I know some people are going to be like, bullshit, Sandy. Well, you know, I guess not to everyone. But Six of Pentacles, it is a very charitable type energy. And I do have to look at, you know, am I balanced within this energy? It's about give and take, right? You know, am I able to receive love like I can give love? Do I give love like I expect to receive love? You know, it feels, I don't know, and all of a sudden I feel this a lot when I pick up the Six of Pentacles, like a master number 33 also. Two sixes. You know, I feel like a six puts us beyond the, maybe the hardship of a change and moves us into what feels more like the harvest, the blessing. Maybe that's what it's saying to you, like, you know, don't forget right now, right here, you're planting seeds. plant them in the way that you'd like to see your life be. Look at that. We have the Two of Cups. It's in reverse, but how interesting. We have the Two of Cups again. You know what that does? First of all, it gives the Emperor the two of Cups, and it gives the Empress the Two of Cups. Some of you, I feel like you're making a call. You're making some type of communication, and some of you, I feel like it's coming in. I feel for some of you, almost like this person misses you. Again, maybe you never expected to be so, but that doesn't mean it won't be so, because, you know, it's connecting the Emperor and the Empress both to the Two of Cups. Male, female, I don't even care. Fire, doesn't even matter. Right? It can be almost like a twin flame type energy, right? It can be polar opposite energy, but together. Like, because they come, because they work together. Or let's put it a different way, like, I value what you bring to the table as you value what I bring to the table. It may not be the same thing, but maybe when we mesh it together, it's supposed to be like a bomb. So, almost I feel like, you know, maybe someday someone would be like, well, when did you guys meet? When did you guys meet? We met during the year of the lovers. Or we came together during the year of the lovers. We have the Ten of Cups. I'm sorry, the Ten of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Wands. Oh, there's the King. And look at this. We have the Empress. How interesting. First of all, you know, it's like, it feels like in some way you lost half of this Ten of Pentacles here on the bottom of the deck. But, you know, I don't know, like, I don't want to spend a lot of time like, woe is me, because I feel like you'll have it back. It'll just be different, in a different way. But I love the energy that it's bringing together. First of all, the Queen and the King of Wands, the Emperor and the Empress. Here's the Empress again. This can talk about from the Queen to the Empress, a time period, right? With that Nine of Cups in between. Even that Six of Pentacles in between. This is a period where I was really learning how not only to love others, but to love myself, right? This is where, from the 5 to the 6, you've learned compassion and empathy, and you know, it allows whoever this Queen is to be her true Empress, her true self. But it feels very different here, right? It's interesting how I feel like a little girl here, but here now I'm a woman. So this could be someone of the past. I cannot deny that. She can be someone of a past life. It is a soulmate. That is very possible. But I just feel like the main thing is, like, you cannot, I don't know. I don't think you can expect it unless there may be someone maybe who hears of someone who's ending something. Maybe it's through social media. I don't know. And maybe you know nothing about this person who is like, oh, you know, here my world is ending. Well, my life is just beginning now that you are in the world. Wow, it's so funny. I was watching I can never pronounce it. I was watching a movie, last night, and that's kind of what they said. Anyways, guys, I feel like I'm going to leave it there, but I do want to read Grace. I feel like that plays a big part in this reading. Again, I feel like I have to remind you, like, I feel like, you know, like, here I am in this Ten of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, and boom, here I go to the Five of Pentacles, you know, over the Death card, over the energy of transformation. It may not feel good, but it you know, it says, trust me, trust me. Death is really rebirth. Death is really next is living. Anyway, let's read. You received this card because Mother Mary sees your graceful beauty, and she wants to help you see this in yourself too. This is a message about increasing your self-confidence and sense of self-worth. As you feel better about yourself, your actions will shift in positive ways, which create a healthier climate for you and your loved ones. Today, envision how Mother Mary would handle each situation you face. Emulate her composure as you gracefully embrace everything that comes your way. Your grace will naturally include a magnetism that draws wonderful people and experiences to you. It's almost, I feel like, this alluring type energy. Well, you know, I feel like allow yourself to have experiences, no matter where you stand. Like, you know, in the Five of Pentacles, I am in a broken place. I feel like I'm in a broken place. But here is your guardian angel, like, whoosh, right there. You know, many times I feel like I'm alone, but you're not. This hangman is having an awakening. And I feel like from that point on, everything changes. All you can do is plant seeds of intention, or think of like all that could be, like let your mind go there instead of allowing your mind to go to all that you feel like you've lost. Even if someone's hurt you, listen, maybe they're doing you a favor in the long run. I know it doesn't feel like it, but Two Cups. Two Cups right there. Connecting the Emperor and the Empress together. It's interesting because I used it as one of your thumbnails. Was it? I don't think it was May, maybe April. Because I keep getting the energy of you two, of the Empress and the Emperor coming together. Now, I don't think that just means fire. I mean, I feel like it means many of us are being called to be in that type of energy. It's almost like we're being needed, right? The year of the lovers is not, you know, happenstance. It's, you know, the more love that we can pour in the world, the better the world. We can see both sides easily now. We can see both sides. We can see the hatred, but we can also see the love. Right now, I feel like the hatred's winning. So maybe the world needs more love poured into it. So don't think it's just for nothing. That's what I'm saying. But I feel like at the same time, I don't know how you can expect this. Maybe, well, maybe you have that intention, right? But it's not even about that. It's just about you living. And remember, the Empress lives in her, she trusts in herself completely. So does the Emperor, right? There's no need to change that. They're both in the upright. There's no need to change their energy. It's taken a while to reach that type of energy. You know, it's a sense of wisdom. The Empress is about the nurturing, loving, you know, creative type energy. About, you know, she also learns the art of patience, right? Allowing something to come to full fruition. You know, not picking that fruit before it's ripe. The Emperor is, you know, he's great at putting out fires, yes. I feel like they just balance each other. They balance each other. Let's just leave it there. They balance each other. And just so you know, they're both carrying the Two of Cups. What more do I need to say? And by the way, you know, I do feel like I was taken from that Ten of Pentacles. Half of it. Just like that. But look at this. Here it is again. But now it's in this energy of the Empress. That's kind of beautiful. You know, from the Queen, now I'm the Empress. To this Emperor, maybe I knew you when. So, anyway, I love you guys. Let me know what you think. Let me know how you relate to it. I love it when you do that. Some of you think you're writing too much. Keep it under one, you know. Don't do comment after comment after comment. Just keep it under one. But I love hearing the details, really, of your life and how it relates. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Just thank you for everything you do for my channel. Don't forget to try to support your local, you know, whoever does tarot for you, because truly this is done for free. So there are no expectations. There aren't. There really aren't. But, you know, I feel like a lot of us are suffering on YouTube, and it's like, I don't want to leave. You know what I mean? So, yes, they're free, and don't feel like, I wish I wouldn't even said that. Like, I don't want you to feel obligated, but I want to thank you. And I just, like, don't forget those people, you know. By the way, in the Five of Pentacles, you're meeting along the way. You're meeting along the way. And not only that, you know, I'm feeling this Emperor and this Empress. Almost like, you know, it's like I could take their energy, or they could take their energy, and they could combine it and really, you know, it's almost like they open a charity, or maybe they work together. You know, they decide to, maybe both of them help put out fires in their own way. Again, I feel like this hasn't reached you. I just feel that way because this Knight is like whoosh, coming in, and it's like with this Knight, it's the other side of the Two of Cups. So I love you guys. I thank you. I pray you just allow what wants to be. You know what I mean? Yeah, I love you. I will see you next time at our table. Bye-bye.